I am a part of the streamer team here at Albany Public Library, and I'm here today with Josh Casano. He's a local musician in the Albany, New York area, and we're here just to chat with him for a little while about his performance in the Capital Region and what kind of local music he recommends, and also his influences and what he's listening to now. So thank you, Josh, for joining us.
Thank you for having me. Thank you very
Absolutely. I actually remember catching one of your live performances at Firestone 151 Bar and Grill in Schenectady, which is a fantastic venue for live music. They have a really nice patio, and I thought you had a really great sound there. That was a really actually a nice show. What kind of music do you like performing the best?
A lot of Grateful Dead. I do like to play the Stones, Allman Brothers, stuff like that. I love Paul Simon and Bob Marley.
So would you say that the Americana style of music is probably your biggest influence?
Yeah, Americana and folk. I mean, growing up, it was my father introduced me. My first experience was Peter, Paul and Mary, the Kingston Trio, the Limelighters, then, you know, the Beatles, but anything Rubber Soul and Revolver. Anything after that was kind of like, my dad was like, no. So
yeah. Revolver's a great album. It's a great transitional album for sure. So you're sticking to like early folk. You said, you know, Peter, Paul and Mary type, you know, Simon and Garfunkel. I'm assuming you're probably a Dylan fan too.
Dylan, Jim Croce, James Taylor, a lot of that era is where I kind of got my base. And then my sister introduced me to the Indigo Girls and REM and Jimi Hendrix and Led Zeppelin and The Who. And then all just took off after there.
You know, obviously we're in a time right now where live music is pretty much at a standstill, unfortunately. I think we're all kind of in that same boat where we're just like, oh no, like when are we going to be able to see live music again? Can you recall your first live musical experience, your first live concert?
My first live concert was the Beach Boys at SPAC, and I think I was maybe 4 or 5 years old. My parents took me, and I screamed and shouted the whole time, crying I didn't want to be there.
Okay, so the Beach Boys are obviously a classic American band, very influential. Are you listening to anybody right now who you would consider to be an influence on you, local, or just kind of like a new and up-and-coming artist?
In the area, I think I love to listen to Dave Gleason. He's a phenomenal jazz pianist, Latin jazz pianist and virtuoso, and he's just amazing to watch. He's fluid. His music is brilliant. And we're lucky enough to actually work with him. And so I've been able to kind of learn a lot and change the way I think about approaching music. Mike Thomas as well is another loop station performer who is phenomenal at looping vocal harmonies. Pat Decker and Rich Ortiz kind of along the same vein. There's so many local performers that are so good. The list goes on and on. So do you have any guilty music that you'd like to share with us? Any maybe musicians that you like, that you love, that you hate that you love them so much? I love Disney music. I think Moana is one of the best soundtracks, and I think Aladdin is fantastic. Yeah, that would be my guilty pleasure. Definitely. That's a great answer. Listen, who doesn't love Disney music? Everyone knows a Disney song that they love, for sure. I think my last question for you would be, if you could perform with a musician, living or dead, who would it be and why? Ooh. I think at the moment, I would really like to play with Trey Anastasio. I think Fish is a phenomenal band. I saw them a whole bunch and followed them for a while before they took their hiatus. And it's just watching Trey play and listening to some of the stuff that he plays and writes is just absolutely amazing. Come on for the ride.
can I jump in with a question real quick?
Yeah.
I'm just curious, since like live music is dead right now, what does a live musician do? Like how are you coping with that? Are you finding this to be a creative time? Are you playing for your kiddos? Are you like what?
Well, okay, so I think it's unfair to say music is dead.
No,
Because
live music, or
Live music, yeah.
well, yeah, but I mean, you're still getting live streams.
Cool.
You can't physically go to a venue and see somebody, but there is live music available, and you can still catch a show. I think I do. Like, I'm taking this time. Like, before this happened, my father and I were building a studio in our basement, and we were almost at the point of putting up drywall. Like, we're almost putting up walls. So it's kind of like I can almost taste it. But I've been, staying up late after everybody goes to bed and going downstairs and trying to write some more music. And I'm not booking any shows through 2021 because I really want to focus on putting my album together and making my album. So I do play for my kids, and I've had a lot of opportunity. I usually play the Lower Hudson Valley Craft Beer Festival every year. This is the first year they're not doing it, and I've been doing it since the inception. And so they got a hold of me and said, "Hey, we'd like to have you do a live stream from our Facebook page. Can you log in and stream from your house, and we'll post it on our page?" And there's still a lot of opportunity, and I am lucky enough that I'm a full-time teacher at the moment, and I teach music. So I still have a job and I'm still working, but for the other musicians who this is their full-time thing, they're loading Venmos and PayPals, and they're doing new music. And there's some artists that are saying, "Hey, I'm doing an all request show. This much for a cover, this much for an original, this much if you want me to learn a new song." And he's filling his entire set, and he's selling out his entire set. So I mean, people are getting so creative about getting their music out there. I think that's awesome. Guys like Frank Cavone from Mirth Films and F. Cavone Productions is putting together streams and putting together these shows, and I think there are people doing such a great job that I love it. I watch it all.
This was a lot of fun. Thank you for agreeing to come on and speaking a little bit with us.
Yeah, thank you for having me. This is awesome.
Hola.